Logo shot, know what I'm saying? Django Joe in the building, bringing that positive feeling as always. You heard me? Welcome to episode 10, one day at a time, you feel me? Before I get off on my little rants, you heard me? Go check me out on Reachable, on Teachable. As always, this is the end of season 3. You are not getting a video this week after all that flavor that I was putting out on Tropicana Sunrise, you feel me? Nah. So what we're going to do is just, know what I'm saying, hop straight into it, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me this entire season. We've been through ups, downs, a lot of smiles and no frowns, you feel me? So with no further ado, let's go ahead and wrap it all on up. Best believe after the class session, which is, know what I'm saying, this, we got field trips coming up next. And you know, wait till y'all see what I got planned, know what I'm saying, for later on in the year. You feel me? But hey, let's make it do what it do from me to you. I funks with y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. This is the Django Joe Show. Bang! You feel me? Shouts out to me. And shouts out to you. Now go ahead and enjoy this view. Episode 10, one day at a time. And let's get it done with number 1. This is a new world. Hey, guess what? This ain't the same world that your grandma grew up in. This ain't the same world that your mama grew up in. This ain't the same world that your granddaddy grew up in. This ain't the same world that your daddy grew up in. Things have changed. This is the new era. We are the new adults, you feel me? I'm 33 officially by the time this video drops, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to me. And guess what? You feel me? Like I'm obligated in a sense, or not really, but you know, I feel as a grown man, it's my, you know what I'm saying, duty to make sure that I'm portraying, I guess, the image that I want to see when people try to copy me. You feel me? And guess what? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best that I can. This is a new time that we're in. You feel me? If the old ways have shown you one thing, it's that they don't work. Things change because guess what? Time shows that in certain areas, I'd rather do this than what's been going on, because what's been going on obviously hasn't been working. So what we're doing now is taking care of our mental health. In society, you have seen an uproar with people, you know, embracing the new N-word, narcissism. You feel me? You're learning a lot of information out here about things that was never made available to us. It was never said in a way that actually made sense, because again, when you're dealing with narcissism, everything is on the hush. You're dealing with a secret environment of, you know, mentally slow people that are very functional, that are out here, I guess, trapping and ensnaring others for survival, because that's what they've basically been stuck on. They've been on a constant glitch or a constant loop of pain, and that's the new thing out here. Like, we're very aware of that now. How that's going to play out in the next 10 years, I don't know, but what I'm letting you know right now is that, you know, there's kind of no excuse for certain behaviors at this point. Family and friends are just words. I've said that before and I will say that again, because more people need to understand it. You feel me? Like, this is a new era. Nobody cares what you look like. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see me, a dark-skinned brother with the goals, you know what I'm saying, and the dreads, making it do what it do in my healthcare field. Like, that's just what I'm into now. You feel me? Like, it doesn't matter what your, I guess, what they say is mainstream anymore, because as long as you have, I guess, a business savvy mindset, you can make anything happen at this point. There is so much information out here. You literally have millionaires breaking it down step by step. If you want to be this rich, as in easy, medium, hard, how bad do you want it at the end of the day? You feel me? Like, we're at a point now in society where relationships are pretty much dead. And nobody wants to talk about it, but at the same time, it's kind of like obvious. And then you got the few people that are, you know what I'm saying, fighting the good fight. Shouts out to y'all. Hope it works out. You feel me? But until they get this thing figured out, I am staying out the way. Stick discipline. You feel me? Yes, sir. And it's just like, you know, the more you look at things changing, the more you realize, like, it's going kind of fast. You feel me? And if you're not aware, let me help you out. They don't care out here. They are very passive aggressive out here. They won't say it to your face. They will use you as much as they can. And by the time you understand, they have a master plan to get rid of you to make somebody else do what they do and fill your slot. That's how it works out here. You know what I'm saying? The summertime has shown us many a situation also. Unstable, mentally unhealthy, I guess, you know, women and men who have side pieces in the background. We're very aware at this point that, you know what I'm saying, a woman that has a mentally unstable side piece will put you in a life or death situation. How are you going to handle it? What is trust? You feel me? Like, it's so much going on right now. And you know, at the end of the day, the best thing that you can do is what's best for you. And I'm talking about hold on to your dreams. This is a roller coaster out here, you feel me? Yeah, man. Definitely.
K, light it up.
And that's A-OK. You feel me? That leads into number 2, sensitive people. Bro, let me tell you right now, ma'am, let me tell you right now, you're getting out the military and you've been used to that left, right, left, you know, yes sir, Roger Sergeant, you know what I'm saying? Yes ma'am, no sergeant, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it ain't like that out here at all. They are rude. They are rude and entitled. These people out here will make you feel like it's your fault for having to ask them a question at their place of employment. You feel me? Like, man, I've dealt with some of the worst customer service. I'm not saying it's because I'm black. I'm not saying it's because I got gold teeth and dreads. I'm not saying it's because, you know what I'm saying, I walk and talk how I walk and talk. I'm saying it's because you got some very, I guess, unqualified people working in positions that they don't need to be in. If you don't like people, stop working in customer service jobs. I will continue to say this because I continue to see it, and the last thing that I want is for somebody to get messed up because y'all weren't aware that, again, people don't care. It works on both ends, you feel me? Straight up. But yeah, you got sensitive people out here. You got people in power positions that'll make sure that if they see you as a threat, they'll do everything they can to get you out of the way. But in reality, you can't stop what, you know what I'm saying, what I got going. Because what I got going ain't got nothing to do with nobody. You feel me? I got plans, understand? But it's like if you're one of them kind of people in the group that don't realize that the crab in the bucket mentality, that's real out here. Very real out here. You feel me? And I've seen it too many times at this point, and you can look it up yourself. Like, you see the patterns after a while. You see the loops. You see the glitches. You see that, you know what I'm saying? Every time there's somebody that wants to better a situation for themselves, if they're around a bunch of people that don't or won't allow them to, you know what I'm saying, I guess, shine, they do what they do. They do what young kids do with toys when you tell them to share. No! You feel me? They break it. These people are literally out here breaking people. These people are out here killing dreams with smiles based off the fact that it offends them. Know what I'm saying? Like, that makes sense. You heard me? Like, man, look, the amount of times as a veteran self-help organization, that's what I am. You feel me? The amount of times that I've had other veterans from different branches send me in the wrong direction. You feel me? The amount of times that I've been blocked on certain situations based off of my branch. You would think that I wouldn't like certain branches. But at the same time, like I said, I'm here to help everybody. That's the point of this joint. You feel me? And it's just like the more that you look at society, the more you have to understand it is a one-player game out here. And you have to be very careful because the people that you think would have your back, they don't. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's sad, but it is what it is. This is the new world. And if you're not accustomed to it, if you're not adjusting accordingly, if this is kind of hard for you out here, hey, it's gonna get tougher. You feel me? So figure it out the best way you can, understand? But they will be, you know, they'll push your limits, they'll say stuff, they'll, you know what I'm saying? We're very aware of this term called gang stalking in society now. We're very aware that it involves a lot of people on levels, you feel me? And with that being stated, you got to sit there and really understand, you know, a lot of the veteran H side and a lot of veteran S side comes from their environment that they're in. So if you're in a very toxic environment, if you're one of the people that aren't aware that, you know what I'm saying, you know, if you're not aware of the levels of the mental instability out here and how bad it can get, I'm telling you now, when something bad happens, you can't blame nobody. There is way too much information out here. There are too many people that have been through instances and survived, you feel me, that are telling their stories, including me. And it's just like, you know, after a while, we're not all sitting here making this up. You feel me? Like, if there's a bunch of people saying that, you know, out of every scenario that could have happened, this is how mine went. And if you can't relate to it, that's fine. But I hope it helps save you from having to even come remotely close to having to deal with something like this. You feel me? And it is what it is. You hear me? Like, it's so weird out here that taking care of yourself is offensive to some people. You feel me? Like they want to destroy you. Literally, just because they can't control you. And these are some of the major mental issues. You know what I'm saying? These are some of the major mental issues that society is dealing with as a whole. You feel me? Like they are knocking down single parent culture based off of the newest generation of adult children from single parents that are just like, this is enough. You feel me? On both ends. Like society's been arguing since January, you hear me, on dating and relationships again. And it's just like, till y'all figure that out, have fun. But I'm pretty much done. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta control what you can at this point. And that leads us into number 3, self-care. What better way to control yourself than through self-care? You feel me? But you gotta make sure the self-care that you're giving yourself is actually healthy. Like I said, I smoke often. I'm not holding this back. This is what I do. This is what I like to do. I'm not a drinker. I don't do any drugs. You feel me? I'm not on any kind of medications. I'm strictly on this good treatment, this Zilla Django. That's helping me, you know what I'm saying, stay good to go. You feel me? You got some alcoholics out here. I need y'all to understand, when these prices start going up, you feel me, that depression ain't gonna go down. You heard me? So if you're not able to deal with your issues, it's going to get bad for all my drug addicts out here. Guess what? Them issues that you're, sprinting away from, the ones that you got to get high to, you know what I'm saying, rise above, hey, it ain't going over. And I'll be like, but Django, isn't this tree for a drug? This doesn't get me high. This gets me calm and relaxed. Big facts, you heard me? But I'm not, you know what I'm saying, zooted out my mind, sitting here with the red eyes, just walking up to random strangers. You heard me? Like, nah, I'm very relaxed on this. But the people that are on drugs that make them friendly, and you know what I'm saying, y'all don't realize that this ain't a friendly society, it's gonna get bad. You feel me? And if you are sitting here doing everything that you can to not understand, hey man, live by it, die by it. Live by it, die by it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Accept your fate. If you're not out here doing what's best for you, if you're not out here knowing, like, it's pretty much, I'll put it like this. If you're knowingly participating in activities as a grown adult that can lead to very stressful, you know what I'm saying, traumatic situations, knowingly, again, accept your fate. You feel me? Because in today's society, nobody's here to save you. Nobody's obligated to save you. Nobody's sitting here saying, I'm gonna play Superman because they're tired of seeing the results from it. You feel me? Like, people are tired of being unappreciated. So what we're doing now is we're leading by example. That's the new way. Lead by example. Be yourself. If they don't like it, fuck them. You feel me? It is what it is. You heard me? And that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? With self-care, you have to look at what works for you. You feel me? For my outside workers. You know what I'm saying? Like me, half of my business is outside, half of my business is you know what I'm saying, inside, and it is what it is. For my outside workers, are you doing things, you know what I'm saying, to look out for the long term? If to make that make sense, you know what I'm saying, if you're working physical jobs outside, your body is only going to last so long. Are you taking care of yourself when you get home? Are you looking out for you? For my inside workers, are you taking care of your mental health? Because one thing I've learned, being an inside worker, especially during the military, people get on your nerves, especially if they are in power positions. Oh man, the passive aggressive BS that I had to tolerate for this paycheck, and the fact that I had somebody to take care of at the time that I had to take care of them. Yo, it got real. You feel me? So I know mental health is a real thing, and I understand completely why some buildings get banged up. You feel me? Like, people get tired of people talking to them like they ain't got no common sense. And it is what it is out there, because that's how it goes down now. You feel me? So you have to be very aware of that. If you're practicing good mental health, I guess, or good mental health, if you're practicing self-care as far as being an inside worker, the best thing you can do, in my opinion, is learn how to take them breaks to the fullest extent and walk. Go for a walk. You feel me? Like, don't just stay in one spot around a lot of people who don't want to be there, because again, misery loves company. But you know what they say about one bad apple spoiling the whole group. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is for that one negative coworker to just, you know what I'm saying, spread that vibe around everywhere. Next thing you know, you got a hostile work environment. It's that easy. You feel me? Like, people are scamming out here like crazy. You heard me? Like, it's something that you need to be aware of, because guess what? A self-care situation that a lot of people don't think about are the long-term, I guess, ramifications of not taking care of your finances. You hear me? Like if you're out here thinking it's a game and that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna hop in, hop out, introduce yourself, and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying, as far as jumping into that kind of world. Hey, they are arresting people left and right. Do what you can handle out here. You got a lot of people that are, you know what I'm saying, committing crimes and then telling other people that they're committing crimes with because that's their way out. It doesn't work like that in the long term because you're gonna start seeing what happens with that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the reason my name ain't on nobody's papers is because I watch my conversations. I keep myself out of situations. I am a grown man. Understand, I ain't got time for all that drama stuff no more. You steadily grow out of that when you realize that everybody that talks, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to it, they really ain't about that action for real. They'll really put you in situations to do what they, you know what I'm saying, refuse to sit down for. And if you continue to let these people, you know what I'm saying, trick you into crashing out, you ain't got nobody to blame at this point, you know what I'm saying? There is way too much information that, you know what I'm saying, you need to be having a conversation about. And it is what it is, you feel me? And that, you know what I'm saying, rolls into number 4, take time to unwind. It's not that hard. Y'all be acting like, you know what I'm saying, taking a vacation has to involve a club or has to involve a bar. I'm not knocking that kind of culture. It is very relaxing in that kind of culture if you can find the kind of music that you like. But as you get older, guess what? The crowd gets younger. Things change. Music changes. Like I said, the vibe out here is cool. I listen to certain artists, but like I said, I can't, you know what I'm saying, get that same kind of rock I used to get back in the days, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of this stuff is cool, but some of it really ain't my flavor. It's what it is. I have to adapt to that, you know what I'm saying? For me, I enjoy taking walks in nature. How many times do you see people do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and how many times do you see people actually attempt to do that? You feel me? Like I said, I came from Florida. You hear me? There's a beach out there. I barely see people, you know what I'm saying? Like the beaches when I go, they don't be packed like that. You feel me? Like I barely see, even when there was the summertime when I was down there previously, like, you know what I'm saying? The beaches wouldn't be packed like that. And I used to always sit there and wonder, like, y'all would really sit down and play video games. Y'all would rather live in a virtual reality world than sit there and experience the beauty that is outside. You feel me? Like, I love the sun. It's just something about watching that sunrise that just melts my stress away and it helps me start my day. You feel me? But do what you do. You feel me? Like I said, these are just options for stress. But one of the things I noticed is that, you know what I'm saying, when it's time to unwind, most people avoid that kind of grind. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go from pretty much waking up in the morning, hating life, rushing to a job you hate, working that entire job, you know what I'm saying, rushing back home. You feel me? Just to sit down and play video games, and then you sit or watch Netflix or sit there and flirt with who you're flirting with while you're flirting with somebody else while you're flirting with somebody else. And this is how this hookup culture is now. And then y'all do everything but rush to sleep, and then, you know what I'm saying, you're getting like 2 or 3 hours of sleep a week, and now it's showing up on your face. You hear me? Like, this is so wild out here. Like, people are doing everything to run away from the real them as opposed to just dealing with it. And that's just today's society. Control what you can, understand? So when it comes down to taking time to unwind, man, find a way to find breaks. Use time management. You hear me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Write down on a piece of paper 1 through 24 to represent the 24 hours in a day. And then, you know, repeat that 7 times to represent the 7 days in a week. And write down every hour, you know what I'm saying? What are you actually doing? And figure out the places where you can actually adjust to get more. You feel me? Like me, I know that, you know what I'm saying, I wake up early. So I go to sleep when I go to sleep. I need my rest based off of my kind of job. You feel me? Like, this is what I do. I'm outside and I'm inside. Again, I'm doing physical therapy and filming, and then I'm sitting here talking that talk. You hear me? But it's just like, I know for a fact if I'm, you know, I guess ignorant with my time or ignorant with the fact that, you know, I need to be more punctual when it comes to doing stuff, you know, it would get very bad for me. I wouldn't be able to do all this on my own. You feel me? That's just me looking out for me. What are you doing to look out for you? You feel me? Like, and I understand with the economy being what it is, that, you know, vacations aren't, you know, something that most people can afford right now. But what can you do locally that can help you out? You feel me? Like, where can you go just to, you know, ease the stress of what you got going on? And if you have nowhere to go, there may be a sign, or that may be the sign that it might be time to bounce. You feel me? Like, things get old after a while. I'm not finna live, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm 33 now. I'm not finna continue to live my life stressed and worried about what other people are doing. I'm amazing You feel me? My life is amazing. I worked my way back to being happy. I worked my way back to, you know what I'm saying, being physically in shape. I worked my way back to, you know what I'm saying, be able to smile genuinely every chance I get. You think I'm gonna throw that away for somebody? No. And I find places everywhere I go to release stress because I don't have time for that anymore. I've evolved past, you know what I'm saying, wanting to, I guess, compound or even equate with being, you know what I'm saying, associated with stressful activities. I'm over that. I've seen what kind of life people live when they, you know what I'm saying, chase stress over pursuing happiness, over putting efforts towards positivity. I'd rather live a positive life, and how it turns out, it's going to be how it turns out. Like, it's going to turn out amazing. Just you watch. You feel me? But then, you know what I'm saying, that goes into summarizing everything on up. It's a new world. You feel me? This is a new generation. These are new people. This is not the same. This ain't the past, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? What couldn't be fixed has not been fixed. And it's not going to be fixed. Times have changed. You heard me? And that goes into number 2, sensitive people. I'm not saying you gotta watch or walk on eggshells everywhere that you go where you have to watch what you say per se, but just be aware that, you know what I'm saying, they're crashing out over anything out there. You feel me? Like they got the ultimate scam to where they'd rather go sit in jail for the rest of their life and be around a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, you know, knuckleheads than just sit there and figure their life out and put work towards it. You heard me? And that's just what they do. That's their life. You know what I'm saying? Let them live it how they want to. You feel me? And that jumps into number 3, self-care. Be aware that nobody's going to care about you until you do. You feel me? So if you're not taking time to take care of yourself, that's nobody else's fault. You feel me? So make sure you're doing what you got to do for you. Even if you know what I'm saying, can't start big like everybody else. You feel me? Start small. Find little things that, you know what I'm saying, ease the stress off that are healthy. Google it. You heard me? Like, it's not that hard of a concept. And when you do that, you'll understand that, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to number 4, take time to unwind. Take time to de-stress. You feel me? Like, it's not that people make life harder than what it needs to be. And I really, like, I'm having the biggest issue understanding why. Like, you'll see a lot of people as we age slowly start to hit the wall, as they say, and expand in ways that, you know what I'm saying, expand away from a lot of negative plays. It's just like, why? At the end of the day, like I said, I was hurt, I worked out, life is better. It took me years. You feel me? Like, I've been hurt since 2016, since 2014, really. But, you know what I'm saying, they got really bad around 2016. I've been working on myself, and they got better for my health. You feel me? Now I'm doing a whole lot better in this beautiful weather out here in Mommy Chula. You heard me? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But do what's best for you. Figure out what works for you. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot more coming on the Django Joe Show. I want y'all to understand it. If you don't have a plan, now is the time. You feel me? Like, figure it out. If you haven't heard it lately, I am proud of you. If you're making small steps to medium steps to big steps, hey, keep that shit going. You feel me? And at the end of the day, no matter what nobody else says, you heard me? It's all about self-love. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, you know, looking out and doing what's best for you in the long term and in the present. If you can make that, if you can make those two things click together, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, your life will be amazing, but it is what it is. So, with that being stated, you know what I'm saying? If somebody got something to say about you, bang. In the summer of 2022, make sure you don't do it in a negative way. Just do it like this with a twist, you heard me? Bang. Positivity gun always. I appreciate y'all rocking for me all the way through season 3. We got more to come. Like I said, this was just the classroom portion. You know what I'm saying? We going on some field trips next. Wait till y'all see what I got planned. Understand? You know what I'm saying? I rocks with y'all. Survive the summer. I'm gonna enjoy my summer break. You feel me? And I'm gonna come back in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all are paying attention to the, you know what I'm saying, my daily journal entries on the morning vibe. You heard me? Go get them classes. I appreciate y'all again. It's the Django Joe Show, baby.